Hello there, nieces and nephews. Welcome to week 44. Can you believe it? And I got the other one going just a second here. Let me go like this and turn that one off so you don't get that big echo. 44, and it's camp week. And of course, we have camp week and we have 5 crazy things. Yes, 5 crazy things that have to do with camping. And guess what? It's Halloween too. Here's my Halloween outfit. Let's see if I can shut down the light a little bit. I don't know if you can see it light up a bit, but it does. It lights up and it is great. This is my Halloween uniform. I've had this uniform for over 10 years. It's been a lot of fun. I am one of those ones who goes and says, well, why do I even need a Halloween costume? I'm just crazy enough as it is. It's Uncle Bill, and we're going to have fun today. Halloween. So share number 1 is Tootsie Rolls. You can bring these camping and you can hand them out for Halloween. So that is the first great thing to bring camping. You can shove a couple in your pocket, have them while you're out on the trail, and replenish your electrolytes with Tootsie Rolls. And this live has not been sponsored by Tootsie Roll and Company. Let's see, what other great things do we have? I guess along the food aspect is I've been doing a lot of cooking with Top Ramen, and a lot of times you don't use the flavor packets. So what you can do is save these flavor packets, back them up with maybe about 10 of them, put them in a baggie, and save them for camping. You could put them in your car and have an emergency kit for just sustenance. You find yourself some water and you have yourself some bouillon. There's number 2 for camping, and we have much more. I was reading about a new paper that they just came out with, and I couldn't find anything that would support their claim. And their claim is that this paper is made from etched stone. And I'm sorry, guys, there's no such thing as etched stone paper. I'll believe it when I see it, because there has to be a bonding agent used, and they're claiming that this is better for the environment. And maybe it is, because there is a lot of toxic chemicals that are used in the production of paper. I just have to do a little bit more research, which made me, and one of their big claims is that it's waterproof and that okay, who's here? Hey, Nigel, great to see you. Everybody should check out Nigel's channel, Salad Cream Boys Wellbeing. He produces phenomenal videos. And Nigel, did you get your handle yet? Just slap that into the comments below. We're on share number 3, which is my waterproof paper. This is what came out prior to this etched stone paper that claims to be made out of stone. This is actually made out of wood. And what they do is they coat this paper with a special wax so that it doesn't get wet when it gets rained on. And you still can write on it in the rain. I've done this before. This is premium paper, and I like it. I think, what is this? Number 3. Yes, number 3. No handle yet. No community tab yet. It's so, Nigel, you know what I think they're doing? And I think, but I don't think, because the thing is I think they might be going by our email addresses, whereas my email starts with, although the other one, Thumbnail Hacks, actually got a handle already too. And that's all the way up to T. So it's totally random. It's just that I have so many channels that I have a more chance of getting more handle. but you will like it when it comes. And it's funny, we've been having a debate about handles and whatnot. There actually is, and I've tested it, and that's one of the reasons why I, my hairs stand up on the back of my head when somebody tells me that I'm wrong, unless they show me that I'm wrong. It's just a fault of mine. But we've been having a little debate on a community that I belong to. And believe it or not, for the Bill Dube Variety channel, I have a custom URL, which is the one I made. Then there are two, that custom URL can be made in two forms put in. So there's two URLs. Then you have the handle, and then you have the original URL, which has numbers and letters and everything else. So that's 4 URLs that all 4 of those will lead to the same URL, the same page. The thing is what I think is that there is a way that you can track usage from that. And let's go with number 4, because I was noticing this a little bit more. When you go camping, make sure to bring a soap that works for you. In other words, one that doesn't get you itchy. This is inexpensive dollar store soap. And Uncle Bill might be moving on from this stuff because every once in a while it starts to make me itch and I wake up and I don't like that. So I'm going to probably start getting that soap that's for sensitive skin. And then mine starts with a G. Yeah. Like I said, I think I really think it's randomized because Thumbnail Hacks actually starts with a T. And then you have my other handles, which I'll go to my D address, which is Dube something. Now, rather than giving up my email over the broadcast for every single person in the world to send me an email and ask for $25. No. When you're camping, you bring a tent, it has a floor, and you like to sweep it out. And I'm going to include a share number 5, which has to do with camping. And I am a sucker for gadgets. Now, I have quite a few of those little sweepers, kind of like this one, but I picked up another one recently because this one worked really well when I was in the store. And I got this over at one of my favorite stores, which is Goodwill. And this is a nice sweeper. It's got, if you look at it, it's got 3 brushes and it's got metal top, and this thing pops off. This little button kind of pushes and you can push it off and get at all the stuff inside there. It's real nice and easy. And it cost me $1.99. Woo! What I do with that is I go and I say, well, can I have my military or senior discount? They're both the same at the Goodwill, and I qualify for both. Too bad you can't double them up. Anyways, I have them put the discount on, and they do that. And then I tell them to round it up so that they can donate that into the Goodwill coffers. So instead of giving as much for sales tax and everything, they have all that. So that was number 5. And Nigel, if you want to chat about anything, seeing this, it's you and me. Oh, by the way, Nigel, I just purchased Melon. And I paid for that. That is a streaming software. I'm going to be trying it out shortly. If you ever want to try it out so that the 2 of us could try it. And I have a copy. And I'd be more than happy to bring you on as a guest, either on a live or just practicing for the 2 of us. Because You know how it is with software. Well, actually, you're the one trying to get me to do what is it? StreamYard. And this one actually uses, I think, StreamYard as a whatchamacallit, a backbone to the Melon, because it runs on somebody else's interface. Now you have old CDs. What do you do? Actually, this one's brand new. But what do you do with these things if you're not using them anymore? You can actually use these. As you can see, there's quite a bit of light reflected off this. So if you're out in the woods and you need a signal mirror, you could use these. And also the hole would make it so that you could line it up to the sun, have the reflection on your face, and then do it just like you do with the legit signal mirrors. Because if you buy a signal mirror, I should have got mine because I have one of those. As a matter of fact, is it close by? No, of course not. They have a little star that will let light shine through it. And the way that you signal with one of those signal mirrors is you look through the star at the object that you want to flash, and then you just tilt it and keep signaling from the sun. And if you can see it, then you're actually beaming light at it. And that's how that one lines up. Mine starts with a G. So how is your day back in Boston these days? I love watching you build out a video. I have this video soon to be released, German apple cake. And that was quite a wake-up call for Uncle Bill making that one. You could probably do it out camping, not easily though. The dough that you use for making this cake is more like a cookie dough than it is a cake batter. And that threw me for a loop. At first, I went at it with a hand mixer, and then I got out an electric mixer. And the electric mixer, I almost burnt the motor out on that. And then finally, I just started going at it with a spoon. I would do it totally different the next time that I do it. And I also made some mention along the way of the different variances I will do for the second time doing this recipe to make it simpler, to make it work more logically. Like at one point they tell you just throw in these 6 ingredients and mix it well. Well, one of the ingredients is a half teaspoon of salt, and the other one is a full teaspoon of baking soda and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, all of which could have been mixed in when I was doing the easy mixing of the eggs, 2 eggs and 3/4 cup of oil. I know this sounds crazy, but that's the way I think when I'm doing things. More things to bring camping, obviously, headgear. I've already shared that before in the past. This one I haven't shared. You can bring some flushable wipes. There's all sorts of things that you can do with flushable wipes. You can use them for cleaning, wiping, and they don't harm the septic tank. And obviously, don't leave them out in the ground or any of that kind of stuff, because that's not a good idea. Nigel, you still in the mix? I hope so. And I need more water because Nigel says that I drink both myself and Nick Nimmin. We drink a lot of water. Now, another tech thing to talk about today, because I got thrown off a little bit today on tech. I thought I had a little bit more time with my cable company before they were going to raise the rates yet again without giving me anything extra, but they raised my rates. So I'm talking. I finally get, I go, is this going to be $74.33 a month? Yes. The representative says on the other side, because they had raised it all the way up to $93.55, and now I was going to get it for $74.33. The only thing that the representative didn't tell me was that they were going to send me a TV box, charge me an extra $15 right then and there for that. And then who knows? They were probably going to charge me a rental on top of that, but supposedly my thing was going to be 70. It's crazy how much they want you hooked in to their equipment and their thing. Now there's another company that has fiber optic that I probably will be switching to, but they too want me to have their equipment. If it's inside my house, I want control over it. I want it to be my equipment. I don't like renting. I like owning. That's one thing that anybody who knows me knows. Uncle Bill likes to own stuff. This camera here, I own it because I don't rent things. However, I did rent last week. The reason why Monday was recorded was because I was flying back from a funeral. We had a very nice celebration of life for my mother who passed in April, and my sister Susie coordinated that. And I brought back with me, and this is a good thing to have camping too, is you just have yourself a camera kit. And this one I made up myself, which is for my Hero 10 gear, which I recently acquired. And I'll show you how I have it packed out. And what I did was I cut out some additional. Here's my Hero 10 here. Here's a mount for tripod, battery charger, extra battery. And let's see what else we have here. This is a hex key for the lens adapters that I have up in here. And I'll break them out and show you just a second. Oh, this isn't a lens adapter. What is this? I think this one is probably, what is it? Oh, this is the light that I designed. I forgot. I think I shared this already on another light. I didn't even use this while we were there. And just a mount. And then it's a magnetic. And then I just push it and it's plenty bright. I got this light over at Walmart for $5 for, I think it was 10 for 2 or 2 for 5, whatever. It was an inexpensive light. So here's my little mini light accessory. Look at that. It's just so small. This actually is from the Dollar Tree, and it's designed for putting your earbuds in. Now the lens, which I'm looking for, I have one polarizer lens and then a mount, which, did I forget the mount? No, I didn't forget the mount. Yeah. Oh yeah, here it is. This is the mount. It goes right over and it came actually with a UV filter. As you can see, that has a little, so there we go. Now, one of the tricks with having a flat filter is that if you have trouble looking at the camera, you can look at your reflection in the filter, and that way you know you're looking at the lens. Now, this one over here is a polarizing filter. So I have all of this options that I can have for my camera, and I like it. It works really well. I didn't use these particular ones on the day of because everything I shot that day was indoors. So because it was all indoors, I shot it, no filters required, really. Although the skylight filter would have warmed up the picture a little bit, you can do all that adjustment in post. I've already completed my, oh, here's another share. These are handy to have when traveling. I didn't use this time because I actually used a jacket that I have that is really nice. It's a travel jacket that has all sorts of pockets everywhere. You can have stuff lost in pockets. And Nigel, if you're still there, did you get a ticket for the, what is it, the Powerball jackpot? I went down to get a ticket for the Powerball, and I thought, oh well, I'll do an advance play and just do two draws. And instead of doing two draws by accident, I hit the little thing that says two additional quick picks because it was dark and I was in a rush. And so I have three entries for tonight's $1 billion. Yes, B with a B, billion, not million, but 1,000 millions. I could deal with 1,000 millions. Wouldn't you like to have 1,000 millions? It is great. Oh, I didn't say earlier, this will not be coming out on this channel. This comes out on Bill Dube Cook channel. I am working towards getting my new broadcasting set up. That'll be sometime either before the end of the year and be here, but I'll be able to draw in guests if they want to join me for broadcasts. And that should be fun, providing it works. I'm using Gleam software, and I think I'm pronouncing it right. And that should be really nice. I think it uses StreamYard for a backbone to it, and just really interested in kicking the doors on it. One thing that I do is I do kick the doors on a lot of software. That's for sure. Recently, I purchased project.co. Highly recommend that software. And if you want to find out more about it, check out the project.co YouTube page because they have a YouTube page. Very good training for project.co. Project.co is a lot like using Shotcut when I used Shotcut the first time because, not Shotcut, Photopea is what I'm thinking of. Photopea was like a step up from paint.net exponentially. And there were all of these extra little buttons to push and everything, and very little explanation because it's assumed that you know this. That I have since gotten and downloaded and actually made a manual from the help menus because it does have an extensive help menus, just like project.co has. Now, project.co is just what it sounds like, project management software. And I am using it just to manage Uncle Bill. And I have the ability to have 5 team members. I've already recruited one additional person for my attempt to take over the world of software. Not really, but just to learn the project.co. And it helps. It's like an all-in-one planner tool. And you can actually even incorporate other planner tools, such as all of the Google accessories. You can drag them in so that you log into your project.co, and then when you need the tool or the page that you've developed in, say, Google Drive or Google Docs, you can pull that in. Google Contacts, you can do that too. It has task lists that you can have radio buttons too, so that when you click it, it shows completed and it erases it, or it just stays on the list, but shows that it's been completed. Just all sorts of things you can do with this. Customizable buttons, just all sorts of ways to have fun. Now, Uncle Bill has not been involved on this licensing thing I've been hearing rumors about with YouTube and different creators. And if you have their music and you have their license, or if you have permission to use their music and then they choose to revoke the license, and all this back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Me, I just go the simple route. I go YouTube library, music library, no attrib required, meaning you don't have to even tell people that whose music you're playing. And that's what I use all the time for my music. What do you use for your music? Leave it in comments down below. Now, let's talk a little bit more about YouTube handles. Originally, I was like, I don't understand YouTube handles, why they're doing it. And I still am a little hazy, because my opinion was that a handle should have gone to the YouTube individual. In other words, Uncle Bill Dube, this is my handle. I do various things and you can contact me. But it's even better what they've given us, because they've given us a handle for each channel. So for instance, I'm also Thumbnail Hacks, and I'm also Bill Dube Cook. Now on Bill Dube Variety Channel, I chose Uncle Bill Dube for my handle. So if you go YouTube @ Uncle Bill Dube, that brings you right to Bill Dube Variety Channel. And if you don't have a community wall, when your handle arrives, I don't know if they're going to keep doing this. Christmas come early, everyone is getting a community wall. I think that is just such a phenomenal gift from YouTube. Community walls, you had to have 500 subscribers to get a community wall. And I am just so ecstatic that we all have a community wall. Now the big thing is all the additional work for doing the maintenance on my wall. I want to build my wall and build how to go with people and get people to have collaborations with. I would love to do collaborations on cooking, camping, creating. I haven't been doing as much creation as I should, although I did do that creation on that light. The only thing is, most of my creations are usually a quick little fix, a lot like 5-minute fix. I don't know if anybody watches that one, but 5-minute fix or 5-minute creator, that is just a phenomenal channel. And it's blown up over the years, just lots and lots of subscribers. And they have a lot of things that are well worth checking out. And also a lot of silly things too. One of the best ones I saw that I think they did was where you take the 2 soup cans, and from 2 soup cans, instead of making a hobo stove, they actually make a rocket stove. They cut out a circle and jam the other can in there, and it worked. And that is amazing. My friend Matt Holbrook has a stove video with his personal make on I think it's more like a hobo stove. And his is incredible because he puts like an Altoid can and he has it fit on there. I thought he welded it on there originally, but I think he actually has a way that he just kind of slides it in there and has it stick. And So you can open up the Altoids and feed it in and then close it and have fire. We all love fire. Anybody. And I just wish that this thing, I could refill it, because what a waste of plastic. This whole Bic lighter. I think they got smarter and they realized, well, if we make them refillable, then we won't sell as many. And who isn't ready for Halloween? I got my Tootsie Rolls. Let's see, where's the rest of my stuff? I showed you the Tootsie Rolls already. So if you come over to Uncle Bill's house, there's Snickers, M&Ms. I'm blocking the sound when I do that, aren't I? Dum-Dums. You can have some Dum-Dums. That's a lot of yummy. One more last thing. Oh, you can never have too many Tootsie Rolls. The great thing about Tootsie Rolls is you buy a bag like this and there's like about 50 of them in there. And because of that, if you're running low on candy, you can start giving just a couple of things. Uncle Al, great to see you here. And I hope that you're having a great day and that the little that I sent you will help for this holiday season. For one thing, Uncle Al's got Dyed Bullfrog 79. Oh, Bridget, I didn't see you. And Greg, I didn't see you either. Everybody's popping in right at the end. Anyways, Greg, we got to get together and do the check on that Gleam. Uncle Al, I'd love to do a collab with you someday, and maybe we could do back and forth. I got some new streaming software where I can actually bring in 2 people or 3 or up to 12 people, supposedly, but I don't have that 12 fingers. That would really freak you guys out if I went like that and saw 12 fingers. That would have been good for Halloween. And everybody, here's my Halloween outfit. And I figured I'd show you my Halloween. Happy Halloween to all. And thank you. You all made my Halloween great. And bye-bye. Week 44. We made it this far. Love you all. And I just missed hitting the end screen. If you don't hit it right, it doesn't stop. Love you. Bye-bye.